Tarumbeta italia katika anga.
Like this. That is how the trumpet will sound.
IKONINI. So kama kuna kitu mupendaga kusema ama kuna kitu nilikuwa nasema last year, like the more that the accidents happened, nilikuwa nashinda nikisema that I was wondering why the president was not talking about it. And finally the president decided to talk about road accidents in Kenya. And it was very interesting because I was like, why the sudden interest? Like, all these Kenyans have died before. I've never heard you say anything about these road accidents, but all of a sudden, he was receiving a report, and all of a sudden now it became a very urgent matter that needs to be done as soon as yesterday. And yeah, kitu yote juu ya Ruto ni, you have to know that anything that Ruto is doing, he has to make money from it. So even story ya accidents, utakuwa ukishindwa like, how does Ruto make money from accidents? No, he does not make money from accidents, but he will make money when Kenya is trying to stop accidents. Remember, I was like, nimekuwa hapa nikikaa kwa hii kiti nikisema that we need an instant fines system. And these instant fines, if you go to any country, the instant fines are a government thing. Like, mimi nikibonga juu ya instant fines, I was thinking of the Nairobi County. And I watch videos zangu nikibonga juu, these are the things that Sakaja should implement, where tukimisuse barabara tuna lipishwa do, alafu hii do. But that's not what's going to happen. These instant fines are going to make Ruto so fucking rich that him and his friends started a company called Pesa Print. Like, shit. Hey, wacha tuisikize alafu tuta dig into Pesa Print, because Pesa Print nishaibongaga juu yake, and I thought about Pesa Print juu ya smart driving licenses. You know smart driving licenses, there's a finite number of smart driving licenses, but the number of fines, that's infinite. That's good money. That's Shaline's great grandkids type of money. But wacha tusikia.
The report handed to President William Ruto at State House, Nairobi, Monday by the National Council on the Administration of Justice, NCAJ, highlighted a grim picture of the rise in cases of road accidents in the country. The report showing that 415 people were killed on the roads between December 16th and January 10th, 2026, compared to 338 fatalities in 2024 in the same period as Kenyans traveled for Christmas and New Year celebrations.
Cheki, so hapa kuna hiyo like, kulikuwa na a rise of 77 cases December 2024 depends there. Kumbuka nikiwa tu kwa hii kiti, like one of those my reactions, there's a weekend where 80 Kenyans died, and I came here and I asked, why hasn't the president talked about this? And I remember when I was talking about it, I even talked about how I feel like Kenyans waga tuna grade death. Kuna death tumekam ku accept. Death by road accident, oops, it happened. Death by like an innocent Kenyan shot as a protester, it depends. Was he protesting under a politician, ama was he protesting kawaida? Kama ni under a politician, is it a politician I like? So tunakuaga na hiyo design vile tuna grade death. But this is actually sick. Like, we need to fight road accidents. And Ruto knows that we need to fight road accidents. But he decides, you know what, I'm going to get fucking rich. Damn, man. Like, how much is enough, man? How much is freaking enough? This is something that should be handled by the country. You cannot tell me that the country cannot afford its cameras. But tutabonga juu ya Pesa Print. Tuendelee.
According to the report on accidents in Kenya, 5,009 fatalities were reported in 2025 compared to 4,748 reported in 2024, accounting to an increase of 261 fatalities. The data also revealing that the Ministry of Health spends about 48.5 billion shillings annually on healthcare costs attributed to road traffic injuries. The average cost of treating a road accident victim is estimated to about 69,000 shillings for moderate injuries and 147,000 shillings for severe injuries, with an average admission of 10 to 24 days depending on severity.
So tunachiki history yote hii ni all to make us emotional and feel like, you know what, the president has finally felt like these accidents are too much. And even talking about the president, I'm not just talking about this one. I'm talking about even Uhuru never cared about road accidents. Kibaki never cared. Moi never cared. Moi, of course, barabara zote zilikuwa mbaya. So gari zilikuwa zinafly kwa portals, zinapatana juu ya hewa, kila mtu anakufa. So that was Moi's time. But even when Kibaki alikuja, he never really cared. Waliweka speed governors, but okay, maybe we can say he tried, because waliweka stories of speed governors. That was to try and fight road accidents. Uhuru didn't give two shits. And Ruto right now had to like ask himself, how do I make money from this? So tuendele.
The NCAJ stands ready to lead and coordinate the justice sector and to respond in partnership with the executive.
This as the government announced the beginning of instant fines for traffic offenders starting April this year.
70% of this big problem we are trying to solve here can be sorted out with just two interventions: instant fines and vehicle inspection. Things within our purview and our reach.
So, ukitaka kujua vile story ni twisted. Car inspections, something that in any freaking country is done by the government, will be done by private individuals, like private firms. Oh shit, man. Damn, man. Everything is a freaking business in this country. And it gets depressing, man. Like, afu napataga hizi deals, they are so ironclad that even by the time a new government comes in, utapata like letting these other people go. The only way to stop the deal is to throw them in jail. That's the only way. Otherwise, it's so ironclad that nyanya ya mtu ata benefit. Uni nyanya na bonga juu yake hata hajazaliwa, but ata benefit. Like nyanya, hey, damn man, this story, like, when you think about it, when you think about road accidents in this country, I've been here talking about instant fines, but I thought the country was to benefit, not individuals. The country was to benefit. This is something for the country, to move the country forward. Well, let's use this money to fund roads. Let's use this money to what? But no, it's a private partnership. These motherfuckers even come up with a name and they call the company Pesa Print, because that's what they're going to do with the money. Like, afadhali udedi. Kisha dedi, hakudai. Lakini ukistay alive, they want money. And they're going to print money on these streets. You can't even try and imagine how they came up with that name. They just sat down and they're like, you know what? Tunaenda kuprint pesa. Ama fala ajui that this is not supposed to be under private hands. We are going to lie to them that the country does not have billions. Remember that country that ilipoteza 11 billion kwa SHA? That country that had that inflated budget, what is it called? Inflated budget, Talanta Stadium. That country does not have money. Yes, that country needs private partners to come. And that's how where mabeste wa Ruto wanaingilia. Na wase wataprint pesa. Tuendelee.
The president also revealing the government's plan to use state-of-the-art smart traffic cameras to catch reckless drivers.
Let us roll out cameras in is it 5 or 6 major towns in Kenya in the next 1 month.
Again, having cameras all over the place will make sure that these officers are held into account.
President Ruto also announced the devolving of vehicle inspection services.
Natiki mse anaitwa Murkomen hata anyiti rada kwa Israel kaiko imelala. Inafikiri hizi kamera zitakuwa za kuwatch makarao. Kamera ni za kuwatch raya kawaida akidrive kwa barabara. And tutakuwa fined. Have nothing against the fines. The only thing I have a problem with is this money is going to go into private pockets, and not just private pockets. This money is going to go straight into the Ruto's family pockets, and we are going to do the connection. Wacha tukampole pole. But sikio part nimesema, like even the vehicle inspection is going to be done privately. Like vehicle inspection, something that has always been itafanywa privately.
sector through a public-private partnership arrangement. If implemented conclusively, the measures put by the government to curb road accidents in the country will reduce deaths on the roads, even as it emerges that private vehicles are now contributing exponential rise in these cases.
Matiki, of course, mainstream media, I understand when they are doing these stories, I don't know, they have to play safe, but this has nothing to do with road accidents. If Ruto cared about road accidents, that one weekend where 80 Kenyans died, he could have commented about it. He did not care. What he and his friends care about is how much money they are going to make. And that's where Pesa Print comes in. And unajua, Ruto is so excited about the money that he said something that just sparked my interest. I was there like, damn. Because this speech, wacha tuende now kwa the speech, because Capital FM will post a longer speech. And you'll see where he talks about the money. You can just see the glow in his eyes. They're like, fuck, man. Just about to make money from these stupid Kenyans. Let them lie to themselves like sisi ni kabila moja, or that nonsense that we go and vote for. Like, wacha tusikiza hii speech.
I have always wondered why we have taken forever Davis, the Minister of Transport, and team. Why don't we enforce the instant fines program? Why haven't we rolled out the cameras on our roads? You know, it is just as simple as that.
Why haven't we? Because we are waiting for your friends. You and your friends were waiting for the opportune moment to make a lot of money. That's why. Otherwise, yeah, this okay. But let's just continue, man.
We have a new guy at NTSA. I hope he's here. Yes, we have this new guy at NTSA. It is my position, Waziri, that within the shortest time possible, let us roll out the cameras. We've been discussing this forever. You know? When can we have the cameras on the roads, Davis?
Nacheki hapa hizi ma theatrics, like when can we have the cameras on the road? Alafu ukiwa home kwa like, oh shit, rais anajali juu ya maisha yangu. Rais anaona vile tutakuwa kwa barabara, anajali juu ya maisha yangu. Then akam nasikia freaking company called Pesa Print. Nishaipati another story ya msee iko Qatar. I think hata alinirusha message majuzi. This was the guy who was saying alipatiwa kwa bili ya 147,000 shillings. And he stopped all that nonsense. Do we make mistakes on the road? Yes, yes, we do. Sometimes we do very foolish things. As I sit down here, if this country, the system worked, like on Monday, I should have been charged 5,000 shillings kwa kuruka red light. I don't know how that happened. It's just a stupid thing. I was like, damn, I don't think niko na concentrate because niko na rush kwendea mtoi. So I did that, and of course I felt guilty. I was like, this is something that I'm against. Like, why am I doing this? So I felt guilty. And do I feel like I owed the city something? Yes, I owed the city. Do I feel like I owed Ruto and his kids something? No. Like, as a matter of fact, them. Like, I don't owe them shit. And I feel sad that we can turn a country into a private business. Like, it's all about individuals making money. Like, there's nothing that's about the people. Hakuna kitu, just these people have to make money, and they have so much of it, and it's never enough. Now, they are so happy that they come up with a company called Pesa Print. I'll keep saying that shit. I've never heard. Like, they are trillionaires kwa hii world. Like, inasemekana Elon Musk might end up being the first trillionaire. Utaisikia Elon Musk come up na company inaitwa Pesa Print, like Money Print. Never. That's some rapper shit. That's rappers, Cash Money Brothers, or that nonsense. That's some rapper shit. A government contract is given to a company called... Okay, let's continue with the theatrics.
Let's cut it to the chase.
Because of the investors program, let's give it a maximum of
1 month.
1 month. Thank you.
It has to be 1 month.
has to be 1 month. You know, Charlene is waiting for the money. George Ruto is waiting for the money. Nick Ruto is waiting for the money. Rachel Ruto is waiting for the money. William Samoei Ruto is waiting for the money. It has to be 1 month. This is not about saving lives. This is about making money, and as much money as possible. And it makes sense. Why? Sometimes even ukiangalia hizi ma driving signs even kwa expressway, they don't make any sense. Like kuna so many places of 20 kilometers per hour that makes zero sense, because I'm not a speeding person, but I know but it makes sense. 60 kilometers per hour, that make no sense. Unacheki like it's a very clear, hakuna corner, hakuna anything. This is somewhere mtu anaweza enda comfortably up to 110 according to mimi, because that's supposed to be the maximum. Unapata iko 60. There are very few places that 80. But if you're trying to make money, of course you'll put all the things that will make people break rules. Kitu kama 20, wasengi watakuwa kienda 40. Then msa naenda 40, by the time anafika pale anapata amepatiwa fine ya 10,000 shillings, which okay, make no sense. Najua 20 kilometers per hour should be something in a neighborhood. Najua like katikati ya neighborhood where people are what on a highway where everyone is, it's called an express highway, 20 makes very little sense. 60 makes some sense. 80 makes some sense. We can live with 60. Najua. But put that 20 and then start overcharging or say to Nini. But sir, wacha tuendele.
Thank you,
I know it can be done within 1 month.
We'll do it, Your Excellency.
So, when you leave this place, Bwana DG, go do what you have to do with the support of the Minister and the Minister of Transport. Rolling out the cameras is not rocket science. We've had cameras before on the roads. So let us roll out cameras in the, is it 5 or 6 major towns in Kenya in the next 1 month.
Money has to be made, man. Money has to be printed. It's time to print money. Why are we printing money? We need that money for elections, man. We'll give a few fools a few hundred shillings as we keep the billions, and these fools will be ready to kwanza attack their fellow Kenyans and kwanza kuambia that two-term nonsense and not wanting to reason out in any way. So we'll need that. So skizeni ile patatabonga jua how they are going to make money. Kumbuka inaitwa Pesa Print.
And those cameras must be, are already connected to the whole framework of instant fines. Is that correct? So that way, we will make it easy for us to do several things. Number one, we do not need to argue with offenders. The cameras will provide foolproof evidence that they are in breach. Number two, we do not have to go and bother the Chief Justice in court. The fine will be predetermined. When you have committed the offense, you will have a fine on your phone instantly. And the issue of us not having money will also end, because we'll be collecting money instantly.
Yes, aka Pesa Print. So we'll be collecting money instantly.
IKONINI, najua mwaka ni mpya lakini injili ni ile ile LemFi. So kama uko US, uko UK, uko Canada ama uko the UAE na unatry kutuma do Kenya, baki umechangamka, ingia LemFi, utabaki umepata the most competitive rates. Lakini apart from that, on your first transaction ya $100 or more, utapata $20 sign up reward. So unangoja nini? Baki umechangamka, chap ingia LemFi. LemFi, international payments for everyone. IKONINI.
So acha tubonge juu ya Pesa Print, and cause just in case you're one of those people ule anashindwa ira na bonga nini, why do I keep bringing up Pesa Print? Cause Pesa Print is this company, and hii company ya Pesa Print, this is the company that's gotten into a deal na NTSA all of a sudden. So this company kuna 3 shareholders. Kuna raya inaitwa kuna the founder wa Pesa Print, ni raya inaitwa Njane. So yes, so David Njane yuko hapo. Alafu hii contract ni ya 45 billion shillings, ile tuko locked down for 21 years. Originally it was supposed to be a 3-year contract. It was pushed to 21 years. Now in this 21 years, who are the shareholders? Kuna raya inaitwa Farid Abdul Razak, ina hold 51% shares of Pesa Print. Kuna Charles Alusala listed as a contact person for Farid na pia the Ruto family in multiple companies. Then kuna raya ingine inaitwa Jabir Abdul Nasir, ina hold 19 shares in Pesa Print na inako on North Mogor Holdings ile associated with Ruto. Then of course chini ya Charles Alusala kuna William Ruto, kuna Rachel Ruto, kuna Shalin Ruto na kuna Nick Ruto. Don't forget pia of course kuna George Ruto. I think nation just ran out of space. Na kuna June Ruto, kuna all of them, they are there. So wacha tuangalie Pesa Print. So Pesa Print yenyewe kuna msanii anaitwa Jabir Abdul Nasir na yeye ni a major shareholder wa Pesa Print. Pesa Print yenyewe ili enter a 45 billion smart driving license, na hii kitu ili happen aje? Ili happen straight after a feasibility study ifanyike. So that's where we start, unajua. So ilikuwa ni like ukiresearch history yote inakuambia like a major red flag is the timeline of ownership. Then kwa Farid Abdul Razak Sheikh and Jabir Abdul Nasir acquired a 41.1% stake in Pesa Print through companies registered in late 2023. This is after Ruto akuwe president. This happened just weeks after the National Treasury approved the project's feasibility study. Nacheki project ase like straight after wakanini. So inamaanisha they knew something. Alafu sasa now this is where you link them to the first family Ruto. So kana Jabir ni a shareholder in North Mogor Holdings. North Mogor Holdings ni gani? Umekuwa ukisikia history yote ya Ruto, iko na farm fulani alichukua ama inasemekana aligrab, but kuna swali sema aliacquire masaiza ya Kilgoris 1,000 acres. Hiyo North Mogor Holdings, who is the like one of the major shareholders ni Jabir, but Jabir is acting for who? Ruto. Then kuna msanii anaitwa Farid yuko linked to Mombasa Dolphin Resort. Hii Mombasa Dolphin Resort ilikuwa flagged by nini siku za ubuda mwingine anaitwa nani? Ubuda anaitwa Matiangi had flagged it as something that belongs to Ruto. Najua. So, alafu kuna msanii anaitwa Charles Alusala. Charles Alusala ye mwenyewe ni Farid's partner, but apart from being Farid's partner, ana co-own farms with the first lady Rachel Ruto and the president's children June and Shalin, na pia yuko na stakes in Amaco Insurance. Amaco Insurance iko owned na nani? Ruto. Na cheki na pia Yegen Funds. We try kumajinra yanaitwa Alusala yuko na shares kwa Yegen Farms. Of course this dude has no shares, he's paid a salary, but he's the face. So that's what he's there to do. He's just the face. So this is what's happening. So now you have a company. And how did this company get this contract? The first thing ile uki research juu yake utambua like the project right now iko 4 years behind schedule, but apart from that hii contract ilikuwa extended ikakuja to a 21-year concession. Alafu the government itself opted for direct procurement. Yes, to these two dudes. This is something that if they needed something wangetry kuifanya design ya Chinese, although we can find out pia expressway ni the Kenyatta. So basically jua every time unaingia expressway you're making not Uhuru Kenyatta rich and you're making Ruto rich. That's basically what we'll be doing on that highway. Can we avoid it? No, we can't avoid it. Why? Because Kenyans have their kichwa stuck up kwa like Nini, they can never vote for someone to bring change. Because at some point this nonsense has to stop. Hakuna vile license like fines for using a public road should go into private pockets. That should never happen. That should never happen. And when you come to think about it, and unachikizi connections whereby first of all this Pesa Print they just got the contract. There was no competition. This company is registered straight after. Najua, like straight after feasibility study, let's register a company. They can't even come up with a name. Pesa Print, come up with a name like license, smart licenses company, smart DLs, smart DL. Like, come up with something that does not make it so obvious that this for you is about money. But they come up with a company called Pesa Print because they are going to print money. Come, think about it. Ukiendesha at 40 kilometers per hour, which is super slow, on the expressway, in a 20 kilometers per hour zone, by the time unatoka hapo nje, utakuwa umepigwa fine ya 10,000 shillings. Try and imagine how many people, like on the first day, how much money is going to be printed. Because they won't let us know. Nafikiri watakwambia kutoka kesho tunaanza. So saizi just start practicing. Ukiingia pale, ukiona place ya 20, ingia 20, ukiona place ya Nini. Nilikam nikabonga juu yake. I saw that Nini ki-flash. And to me, I thought it's the city. So I was happy. I was like, damn, Nairobi has this. I'm happy for Nairobi. Najua, like finally let Nairobi. Because me sikudanganyi, if I'm overspeeding in Nairobi and Nairobi finds me, I'll feel nothing. Because that's Nairobi. But if I'm overspeeding and I'm fined by Ruto, and it goes into his freaking pocket, like how much is enough, man? Like, haven't you people stolen enough from us? Mukachukua procession road, ikabidi mrudishe. So now you come up with this nonsense where you're going to make money from us. You call it Pesa Print. Niko najua ni smart driving licenses, and it did make sense to me. I was like, damn, 21 years. Of course they're stealing 45 billion. Okay, I was like, okay, maybe this is 2 billion. Okay, nikakubali. And then what do you come and find out? You find out that you knew nothing and the real thing was coming up. So yeah, this is what's going to happen sasa. Pesa Print inaenda kuanza kuran barabara zetu. And this is the interesting thing. I can bet 100% that mood itakuwa ikibreak rules. Na mood ikikuwa fined, it's still daddy's money. Najua. And so I think mood will keep breaking rules. I don't think mood will care about that because it's still daddy's money. A whole road imekuwa taken bila nasamaga, like part of Langata Road ni parking, and someone has to stand up. At some point we as Kenyans have to say enough is enough, and it's going to take one cop kwenda tu pale na tutamfanyia nini, tutamfanyia inaitwa nini jo, what is it called, like GoFundMe. But a cop needs to go there and just arrest a few of those a-holes and make sure that they pull a Mosia where they make sure the media is there. Because that nonsense has to stop. Like, how do we run a country like it's someone's house? And apart from that, we end up in a situation whereby everything is just about this one family making money. There's nothing about the country. Like, how does the country benefit? Like, we need these people wa Pesa Print. How much money do they have? Like, let this money be backed by taxes. Like, tuone, they've been paying all these taxes. They are these billionaires that we could not source cameras anywhere. These cameras, if you had to ask me, if Kenya could not afford them, if I was the president, of course, ninget bongana the Chinese, most probably Huawei wange to supply na hizo cameras. Would they have made a profit from it? Yes, but it would have been that and the Kenya government, not some individuals, not the president himself is involved. And you hear him saying, we will make money instantly, because this is all about him making money. This is not about the lives lost. If this president cared about lives lost for road accidents, he'd have already talked about it. There's a weekend last year. I do so many of these shows that I can't remember. But there's a weekend last year where 80 people died for road accidents. And I came to this and I said, I just want to hear Ruto talk about it once. Once. He didn't talk about it. Never. And now, all of a sudden he's launching. So niko nashindwa, okay, kitu inalaunchiwa. Okay, sawa. They're so excited. All of a sudden accidents are Nini. Then, oh shit, it's Pesa Print. That bullshit I thought was about smart driving licenses. So they even did it in a very nice way. When the Nation newspaper article came out, it was just about smart driving licenses. We didn't know it's about the whole ecosystem. Yes, smart driving licenses. And apart from that, Nini. So saizi pia, of course nikimalizia, kuwa mtiaji. If you're kuko na gari yako kuwa mtiaji, you can't give out your car because msata kuletea bili ya 100k. Don't forget, It's every time una overspeed. So umsaki overspeed hapa kwa a 20 km zone aende at 40, that's 10k. Afike kwa place ya 60 aende 80, that's another 10k. Afike nini, by time namaliza expressway unza kuwa na bill ya 100 Gs. And don't forget, you're dealing with thugs. At some point they might decide to even repossess cars, because don't like be surprised. These are thugs. Najua, this is a private entities. This is not the government. You're not dealing with the city. You're not dealing with the country. You're dealing with thugs who came up with a company, then got a contract. There was no competition. There was no nothing. So yeah, that's the new Nini. So if you've not taken your voters card, number one, you are bringing up this bullshit. And yeah, you're supporting this bullshit, because I don't think we should commercialize traffic deaths, because that's what's basically happening. We are taking advantage of a situation that should have never happened in the first place. People should never die on roads like that. Like, okay, accidents happen, but at the rate that it happens in Kenya should not happen. Do you think these licenses, because all of these licenses, according to me, if you had to ask me, they're not going to be even in the right places. Expressway zitajazwa because there's quick money to be made on the expressway. Then kutoka kwa expressway utapata kutakuwa na a lot of dark spots, places zinafaa kuwa. Place kama pale Londiani ama ni wapi pale that major accident happened, hapa kutakuwa na camera, can guarantee you. Place kama Karai, remember Karai, your place accident imekuwa happen, it's a hotspot, hakutakuwa na cameras. The cameras will be around here. Alafu Rongai, because mood is there, I doubt if there'll be cameras. Will there be a bunch of cameras in the CBD? Yes, they'll be there. Will these cameras maybe help a few things? Yes, they're going to help if you come to me and you. And maybe they're going to help if you come to stories of traffic jams. But these cameras are not meant for us. They're just meant for printing money. Yes. So let's make Ruto rich, man. I think that's what tulikuja kufanya hapa. Najua. Nakumbuka kulikuwa na MRC, ilikuwa ni Pwani si Kenya. There's a new MRC in town. Make Ruto, ani MRR. Oh, make Ruto rich. Damn, sikia hata nasema MRC, man. I'm depressed, man. I won't lie to you. Like, I didn't think that a fining system of Kenyans using public roads would be used to enrich people. I didn't think that a system that's supposed to save lives would be used to enrich individuals. But it is what it is, man. Najua, when we decide to vote for thugs and we talk shit, like saizi ukiambia say, we have the choices. Najua, we have the choices. We can try and go the Senegal way. Senegal decided to go with a very young dude. That decided, nimekuwa nikicheki Boni akienda huko, trying to talk to people. Boni would represent instant change, but people are going to look at Boni in two lenses. Number one, msoa NGO ametumwa na wazungu. Kwa nini ametumwa na wazungu? Mimi si trust msoa ametumwa na wazungu. Okay, but you trust Jesus, right? Oh, Jesus is not white. Yes, Jesus is white. To see argue. So there's that. Alafu kama CEO, the next argument ya Boni itakuwa ni msapere. And this whole thing, ethnic balance, what. So the odds are stacked against Boni. Would Boni represent change? Yes. Would he do such nonsense? No, I don't expect him. He would not do such nonsense. Everything would be clean. And for once, tunaweza baki tumeona a presidency where it's not about personal benefit, because that's the only thing that separates us from the Singapores and the whatever. Angalia America. For once, America elected a clown who does stuff for personal interest. What has happened? They've gone into a war. Nacheki. And kuna sort of like kina Obama haikuwa this level of personal interest. Hiki msemba kilianzisha Trump coin. Mafala wakanunua coin wakanyoroshwa roho safi like so it is what it is, man. Yeah, MRR, I guess. Let's make Ruto rich. Money MRRF make MRFR make Ruto's family rich or some shit. I don't know, man. IKONINI.